clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Handoff to the single running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
To the air on first down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch in the offense.
Turning it on. Catch in the middle. It's golden. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's golden. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They give him the rock again on second and goal. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not... team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the break, they'll go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Ortega. Knocked off his feet.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Orlando. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
This time it's complete. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
He wants to throw it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Power smoke. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. He'll set up to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, ready? The offense changing the play. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab for a big play. Here he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, looking for a man. Steps away. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got him. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
Breaks into the open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Makes the grab. It's Golden. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And a great job by the QB, find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Offense gets set for second down. Gonna look downfield again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 13, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's weird. They'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit.
Sprinting away. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Golden. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning more.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Puts it out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Quarterback extends the play. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The 40. The 30. The 20. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
In the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
First and 10.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking a quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on? For like 30 seconds. You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockdown? Turning it on! Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
On the ground, it's Reinbold. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.